and I want to talk about the process of really changing your life in merchant sales, because weeks like this week, when I got into the industry, is what it was all about. You'll hear Dustin talk about that's what he got in it for. And I know that every single person that comes into Easy Pay wants residual income. Okay, 100% of you want residual income. What you want it for, that part is going to change, right? Maybe you have no interest in going and climbing the 14er. You don't like the cold. We actually invited people onto this trip that didn't come because they think it's too cold, okay? Like, I get it. Like, we all have different things that are what owning our life is for us. But for each and every one of us, we have one common denominator. That life requires residual income, okay? Love this shirt. Got residuals. If you don't, you need them, because when you have them, you will be able to go and do the things that you want to do. So before we get into the lessons and some tips and things like that, I want to talk about Julius and William. Julius is out of St. Louis. William, I know you're down in South Florida. Couple new guys killing it out there, knocking down your first couple of deals, plugging in, communicating, showing up to the meetings. I know that you're on this call as well. I just wanted to give you guys a shout out. I see you guys out there. I hear about you guys, and you guys are on track to doing what it takes. And I believe that we are doing a Thursday testimonial. Dustin will be hosting that this Thursday, and I hope that both of you are available and going to be able to do that. So for everybody that's on here, Thursday this week, if you're with Easy Pay, you got the weekly schedule. If you're not with Easy Pay, because we invited a couple extra people to kind of get an inside look here, this Thursday we'll be doing a testimonial call so you can hear from our new sales partners that are having success out there, okay? I'm going to give a quick tip before we get into what tonight's really all about, just changing your life in the process of building your business. So the quick tip I have, because I don't want people to ever get onto one of my meetings and not feel like they've learned something or have access to something that they didn't know about, or know something that we offer that maybe you're looking for. Maybe you're in the industry right now and you're not utilizing these things. So the quick tip that I have is, there is no tip that I could give you in a 30-minute call here right now that is going to change your business like what's back here. Every single tip that I have in merchant sales about how to handle certain objections, how to master rebuttals, how to use the pitch book that we use, how to build landing pages, how to incorporate your business, how to treat it like a business. At the end of the course, we talk about set yourself up like a business, pay your taxes correctly, pay yourself. Like this course, there's no tip I could give you that in this course isn't going to do 1,000 times more for you, okay? So the 28-day training course, this is something that is online. If you go online and you just go look it up, it is $2,000, okay? For those that come and team up with Easy Pay, we always have specials. We always have a little something to make sure that you're well taken care of, okay? So if you're not with us and you want to like fast track this thing, make sure that you schedule a call with us at the end of this call, and we'll talk to you about the 28-day training course. If you want to fast track your business, everything that I could tell you about the industry and how to sell this and how to like just master it as quickly as possible, it's literally back there for you, okay? So that's my quick tip for the night, because I could give a tip and a tip and a tip and a tip. Truth is, I spent months and a lot of money putting it into that course so that I don't have to do that for you tonight, okay? What we're really here to talk about is changing your life with Easy Pay. We call it owning your life. Owning your life is time freedom, money freedom, and health. Okay, all three of those are really, really important. Okay, there's a lot of people out there that have time freedom. Okay, you know how many people are unemployed right now? Okay, they've got all the time in the world. They don't have the money. They don't have the money to go do the things they want. We are right now, you probably can't see out that door. The slopes are right there. We're literally right on the slopes. Walk out this door, we're in a hot tub, take another 10 steps, we're on the slopes, okay? So there's a lot of people out there that have time freedom. They don't have the money to go and do the things that they actually want to do and take their family on, do cool stuff. Then there's a lot of people that have money. They don't have time, right? There's doctors and lawyers, like going to the dad's club in my kid's school. I live in Boca Raton. There's a lot of finance people, a lot of doctors, a lot of lawyers, a lot of people show up to the meetings in their suit and tie because as soon as the meeting's over, they're off to the office. I'm in, tank top shorts. What do you do, man? Like, I own my life. I'm in merchant sales. I own my life. They go off to work. They make a lot of money. Don't have the time. Okay. Yeah, you want time and you want money. Now, a lot of people accomplish both of those things, but they accomplish it at old age and they might not have the help. Okay. So at Easy Pay, we promote all three. Okay. Most people forget the health thing. Like, yeah, the time and money thing is really, really cool. But if you don't achieve it until it's too late and you can't go do anything with it, we want to encourage beyond just the money. That's why we talk about we're not the average company. We are encouraging people to grow in life and to be the best they can be. We do fitness challenges. We have a book club, right? We're working on our mind. We're working on our fitness. We're working on our finances. We're working on all of it as a package. So with that being said, that's what owning your life is. Now let's relate all of that to the business specifically. Let's talk about merchant services moving forward here. There's 5 steps to owning your life in this industry, okay? Step 1 is massive action. Massive action. Not a little bit of action. Not a, I worked hard for a couple hours, I cut out early kind of action. The kind that Tony Robbins says is absolutely necessary for anyone if they're serious when they jump into an endeavor to be successful. Massive freaking action. An obsession that the next merchant account is all that matters today. Massive action / obsession. This is when you're working 6 days a week. It's when you sacrifice things. It's when you put it all on the table. It's when you bet the mortgage, you bet your house on the business because I'm gonna work so freaking hard. There's no way that this can't happen. Massive action. Step 1. How long you stay there is yours. We're going to talk about that here in a second. Number 2 is where you start to have fruits start to bear. You start to bear fruits and you have the ability to enjoy some of those fruits. Okay, it's where you can actually start reaping some of the reward from all of that hard freaking work. Okay, that's step 1. That could be 6 months. It could be 2 years. That's up to you and your results. But once you start getting some good results and that cash flow starts kind of trickling in, you can start to enjoy it a little bit. Still got to grow your business because you're not there yet. Number 3 is massive results with less effort. Okay, this is what we talk about being, I call this cracking the code. You can crack the code at any of these, but cracking the code is where you literally, if I go to work, I've got my pitch down. I understand the objections. I've got such a good attitude that I'm going to get deals. If I go to work for this week, 6 days, 4 days, 2 days, deals come from that. It's just when you get that good that you can get the same results as massive action, but you're so good that you can do it in less time. Okay, again, we're going to talk about that as well. Number 4 is where you've built enough of a foundation where you can start leveraging your business. It's where you have merchants that will vouch for you. It's where you created some sort of an online presence, which we do that stuff for you. Once you're established and you're actually legit here, you can leverage your business. And for some people, they may want to be a sales director, okay? You start leveraging teams, okay? There's leverage in stage 4. I'll tell you right now, and this isn't part of the slides. I think I did put in there actually, but we're looking for sales directors, but we don't bring people in to EasyPay to help support other sales reps that haven't already done the business, right? So it is impossible for you to ever be a sales director here if you haven't done step 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so if you have any interest in being a sales director and having a team and squad and leverage in that form, then let's build your business. Step 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll talk about that. And after you've done those 4 things, you're at step 5. You own your life. Okay, you got the time freedom, you got the money freedom, and if we really do this right and you really plug in with us, hopefully you've got the health as well. Okay, so I'm really, really excited for tonight because we've got Dustin Glucker here. Dustin is always the yes man. These guys always like, hey, let's go climb this. You down? Yes. Hey, let's go do this. You down? Yes. Hey, let's go on a road trip for 3 weeks and build our cash flow. You down? Yes. Hey, we need to shoot some videos for the Netflix or rebuttals. You want to come hit the road? Yes. It's just yes. It's like he's always in step 1 And nowadays he's gone over to step 3 because he's just that freaking good. So I actually going to call Dustin over here. I'll switch you. I'll grab your phone. I want Dustin to kind of walk through 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here so that you can hear this from other people that have done it, not just me. So let me, everybody, he didn't know he was going to do this till about 2 minutes before the call. I like to put people on. Get on over here, buddy. So everybody, Dustin Glucker, the man, the myth, the legend. He didn't know until like 2 minutes before the call.
I love Joe. Always put me on the spot, put me on the helm.
Let her rip, buddy.
So I just take this, you guys, from just my personal experience. So when you talk about massive action, so when I started, it's not going out there and, you know, hitting 1 to 3 doors and that's your day. I was taking massive action 6 days a week. I would go out there and I would make sure that I hit, you know, 30 doors. I don't prejudge my doors. I go and I knock those out. And I don't work verticals. Like all of my deals that I'm signing, they're across the whole spectrum. They're literally across the whole spectrum. We're going to go into a town. I work, you know, rural areas. I go into these smaller towns and, you know, I'm going to hit every business. I'm going to hit the auto shop. I'm going to hit the, you know, the florist, whatever you want to call it, the restaurants. And then I just continue to do that. And I continue to prospect. And I'm, like I said, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to hit every door that I need to that day to get the results. I know every time that I step out of the car door that there is a deal out there waiting for me. And the other thing that I do that's huge is I go and I personally install these folks' terminals. I add that personal touch. It's great to go back there and actually sit down with them, have the terminal working for them. And that's what I do. And I repeat this. And I've been doing this, you know, for 24 months. And in the first 6 months of this business, you guys, I built a 6-figure income. And I know that you guys can do it too. And if you go out there, you don't prejudge your doors and you're working 5 to 6 days a week, you're really committing that time. And maybe that's quitting your job. Maybe that's quitting a bad habit, but you're actually getting out there and you're going 5 days a week and you're not judging doors. You're not working a certain vertical. You're out there prospecting. You're installing your merchants. You're giving them that we call it the white glove service here at Easy Pay. And we give them that white glove service. And that's what it's really about, because at the end of the day, we only make money when these merchants are processing and they're happy. So we want to make sure we're keeping them happy. And that really starts with the install. And then just repeat. So the taste of your fruits, your residuals, they should be covering your expenses. Like your residuals, when you're first starting this, you should be building a commission, right? And then you should also be growing your residuals. This should be covering all your expenses. So like when I first started, I'm like, I'm going to make sure I make X amount of dollars, which was $4,000 for my trips. So I would go out in the field for, you know, 2 weeks, and then I'm off for 2 weeks so I can enjoy my weekends and my time with my family. So you're out there, you want to make sure that you're doing enough commission to cover your expenses. And you also want to give yourself that time off. So when you do take a time off, it's going to be Sunday, and you want to de-stress. So you're not worried about your finances. You're not worried about anything. You went out there, you had a killer week. You signed, you know, whatever, 7 deals or something in your 6-day run. You want to be able to take that day off on Sunday and de-stress. But the main thing is you got to take massive action to get these results. And once you've cracked the code, so once you're able to go out there, and I know there's a few people on this call right now that have cracked the code, and hey, applaud to you, because cracking the code, once you've figured it out, you can roll up to anywhere, small town USA, anywhere in America, and you can get out of your car and you can go build this business. And like I was saying, my work schedule, and this may be different for everyone else, but it was 2 weeks on, and then I would have a week off. But again, you gotta get out there and you gotta work your business, and you gotta do what's best for you. And honestly, when you're starting this business, You got to be totally obsessed, like Joe was saying, and you need to fast track this business, and that's going out there and working, 6 days a week and hitting your doors and prospecting. Leverage your business, document your business. We have a whole back office, you guys, of testimonials. Literally, Joe and I, he actually, I'm going to tell this, Joe actually flew out to Montana and we did a professional videos with all of our merchants, and they have testimonials. Online page for referrals. This is something that you guys can set up. You can set up a landing page where you can get online referrals. We talk about this. I have a landing page right now that I give merchants literally my web address. They can go in there, they can put in a referral. It's really simple. Big enough. We'll do it for you. We'll do it for you. Merchants. Yeah. Follow up with your merchant referrals. Like, we have a system for you to follow up with your merchants to track everything that's going on. And like Joe was saying, potentially grow your team. I mean, we are looking for sales partners. We're also looking for sales directors. So if you go out there and you do the steps that it takes to build your business and actually do what it takes to build a merchant services business, like, we're not looking for people that just haven't done it. We actually work with people that have done it, that've gone through the program, that have gone through the 28-day course, that are owning their life and have built their business. So, Joe, I don't know if you want to jump in.
Last one, man. One more.
No, let me
just click the screen. There you go. Back. There it
okay.
Is.
Own your life. So once you guys have obtained this, you're in the phase of owning your life. That is the phase that I'm in right now. I'll be honest with you, it's the best phase you can possibly be in. I'm sitting out here in Breckenridge. I didn't even know I was going to jump on with you guys. I'm excited and happy as heck to be on here, because we are sitting here at 9,000 feet right now, watching the snow come down. We're on a ski resort. That's owning your life. Time freedom, money freedom, health. So you've escaped the rat race. I don't have to go out and work, 40 hours a week, though I want to. My bills, all my essentials are paid for every month. They're recovered by residuals income. Every time around this time of the month, I'm like, great, another residual check comes in. And and really it is about who you want to become with Easy Pay. Like, who do you want to become through this process? Like, I didn't know that when I started. I didn't know who I wanted to become. But within the first couple of months, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew who I wanted to be. And every day that I'm out here working, I'm striving to be the best person that I can be, whether that's pushing myself mentally, physically, or just jumping on a call with you guys here tonight. So tomorrow we're actually going out there. We are taking on Mount Wandry, depending on weather here. It is it's one of the 14ers here in the Breckenridge mountain range, and we're going to go attempt it. And the reason why my business has been successful, and definitely why Joe's business has been so successful, is we do hard shit. We don't give up, and we do hard stuff. When things get really hard out there in the field, I look back to things that I did, like a Spartan race or climbing a 14. I'm like, if I can do that, I can do anything. So I'm going to leave it there with that, guys. We're going to go conquer the 14er.
All right, good work, man. Good work. I know everybody's muted, but if your camera's on, if you could give Dustin a round of applause, seriously. All right, he didn't know he was doing that. Okay, he didn't get to create the slides. I created the slides. I took them off one line at a time. The only edge he had was like, all right, I'll let you see the whole screen at one time, so you don't have to guess the next bullet. So good work. All right, we want people to grow here. Part of that is everything. Okay. Sales director, he motivates people. That's public speaking experience. Okay, it's how you get better. And throw it to the wolves practice. Okay, you did a great job. I want to touch on only one thing on here about leveraging your business. All right, we set that up for people. Okay, you go sign enough merchants out there, we will literally just give you the landing page. We will make sure that we get the merchants, whether we come out there or whether you get out there or we hire some camera person to get out there and get in front of the merchants so that you can create your own page. Okay, you want your own page, whether you're in North Dakota or Texas or Maine or wherever, you should have your own page. If you haven't seen Dustin's, it's looklocalfirstmt.com. Okay, go sign the merchants. Again, everything in this business with Easy Pay in particular is you got to do your part. Okay, if you do your part, we'll meet you halfway 100% of the time. So if you go out there and you go build up your merchants, they like you, okay? They're happy with you. We already know that we're going to deliver on the program that they signed up for, but that's why it's important to follow up with them, check on them, ask them for referrals so that later on down the road, when you call and say, hey, do you mind if I stop by, kind of check in with you? I'm doing this cool campaign. I wanted to see if you could help me out. They'll say yes, okay? So one thing I'll say about Dustin, and then I'm going to wrap this up so we can get, we're going to carb up and get ready for a big day tomorrow. But when we went and did Dustin's testimonials, they loved him. His merchants love him, okay? So that's a little tip ahead of time for you guys. When you're in the stage 1, 2, and 3 of your business, you're building towards step 4, which is leverage, okay? If you build it wrong, if your merchants don't like you, you're not going to be able to do that, okay? So do it right from the beginning. Dustin, huge shout out to you, man. Dustin's merchants absolutely fucking love him. I'll just say that, okay? And then I've got a lesson for you guys here. This is how I'm going to wrap up this call. It's knowledge, experience, and acclimation time is an excuse. I was going to say knowledge, experience, and acclimation time is bullshit, but I didn't want to go offend anybody, but there you go. I said it anyways, all right? It is an excuse to think you need to know everything, to think that you don't have enough experience, and to think that you need to ease your way into the business, okay? It's not true. It's false. So I want to share a story with you because we're out here about to go hike a 14er, and the first time I hiked a 14er, I was with my wife, Pal, okay? So we live in Florida, right? What do you think the sea level is in Florida, okay? Just kind of keep that in mind. So we come out here, Colorado, we're going to hike a 14er. First day we go attempt it, a storm comes in, we had to turn around. Second day, beautiful blue skies, we go to go do it again, okay? In the parking lot, we meet this guy, his name was Gus, cool guy, and just kind of met him in the parking lot. He jumped off in front of us, looked like a really experienced hiker, and he went off on his way and we went off on our adventure. Okay, well, we got to the top of the first false summit. If you don't know what a false summit is, it's what looks like the top. It's exactly what it sounds like. It looks like the damn top of the mountain. You're working your butt off thinking that might be it. You actually get to the top of it and you realize, no, there's more, right? And you see another peak that's way bigger than what you thought was the top. We get to the top of the first false summit, and we see Gus sitting down. Like, hey, man, you all right? Everything all good? Yeah, kind of headache. I don't know, the altitude kind of bothering me. You okay, man? You need some water? You need anything? No, go ahead, man. I'll make it. So anyways, he was fine. We go off, make it to the top of the 14, and we're up there, enjoying ourselves, enjoying the reward. We're literally at the top of the world, overlooking the Rocky Mountains in the winter, through snow. Fucking really cool experience. I hope you guys, some of you, if you're into that, experience it. So anyways, he eventually makes it to the top, and we're the last 3 people on the mountain. So we come down together. Like, all right, well, we're going to come down together. We'll make sure we all get to the parking lot at the same time. Well, as we're coming down, talking to Gus, he's telling us what he does, right? And he's a student. And what does Gus study? Do you remember exactly what it was? He literally studies mountaineering and avalanches and all the stuff, like literally what we're doing that day. This guy is going to college and has been going for, 3-4 years. The guy knows what he's talking about. And he's talking to us about altitude. And he's talking and telling us about how people need to acclimate, how you have to acclimate. Excuse me. Hold on, Danny. How you have to acclimate to altitude. And a lot of people make the mistake of coming up here and thinking that they can just go skiing and go snowboarding and go hiking And then they realized that they needed to come 3 days early to acclimate, because you can't just show up and do stuff like this. He's telling two people that just flew from sea level, jumped off an airplane, woke up and did it, that you can't do it. Okay? So my lesson here, going back to my screen share, knowledge, experience, and acclimation time is an excuse. And be careful who you're listening to, because the world is full of people that either attempted something and failed at it, or aren't brave enough to even attempt it in the first place, or they're actually educated in a way that they think they're helping you by telling you you can't do something. And I'm telling every single person on this call right now, okay? Experience doesn't mean anything here at EasyPay. You can come in and on your first day, with just sheer excitement and just believing that you can help people. Hey, what does your program do? It gets rid of your merchant service bill. How exactly does that work? Have you been to a gas station? You know they have a cash price, credit price? Yeah, that's how it works. You want to do that at your business? If you just go and do that, okay, you don't need experience to do that. Don't lie to yourself thinking that I need more time, I need more knowledge, and I haven't been here long enough. I need to wait it out and acclimate and adjust. Go out there. You have everything that you could possibly need, especially if you have access to the 28-day course. You have live meetings. You have support from the field. And if you are on this call and you're not with us, let me do this. I'm going to go copy a link right now. I've got to go to it. I don't have it ready. I want you to schedule a call and talk with us here at EasyPay. See if this partnership is right for you. See if we have something that we can offer you. You know what? I'm on my laptop, so it's not saved right there. I am going to send a text out to everyone that attended here. I will send an email out to everyone that attended here so that you all have an opportunity to schedule a call. If you're looking for a company that is doing fun stuff, that wants to really push you to be better, that is focused and is obsessed with helping the next generation grow residual income so that they can live an awesome life too, then I hope that you realize EasyPay is the company for you. I can't wait to work with you and talk with you. I will email out the link. So if you haven't had the opportunity, you can schedule a call. Folks, wish us luck. Pray for good weather because we need it. It's snowing outside. Hopefully tomorrow morning it's not there and we can go out there and conquer this 14 while my kids go and learn how to ski. A couple Florida kids loving the snow right now. What would you do if you could go and do whatever you wanted to do? Where would you take your family? What hobbies would you pursue? Where in the world would you go see? This industry will do it for some of you. Have a great night, guys. See you at the top. Later.